The Smart Money Woman, Season 2, Episode 5. Wanting a Rich Wife.
Hello, Mommy.
Umime, oga maene nani, ugogoni maina.
Ise.
Uye denadioe, emiyaga manuwe, oga dudenu manuwe, usaobwa ma blessuwe.
Ise. I love you, Mommy. Thank you, Mommy.
I remember this time 30 years ago. Your daddy rushed me to the hospital. You didn't give me any stress at all. And that's how you've been your whole life. A blessing to me.
It's Zuri's birthday. Her mom calls her in the morning to wish her a happy birthday. And it's so sweet. One of the sweetest things I've seen on the show. The way she prays blessings over her, tells her how she wasn't stressful even as a child and how she's always been a blessing to her. So sweet. I loved it.
How about you let me know if there are any investment opportunities you think I'd be interested in?
A few come to mind. I'll send you an email. So how can I help? Your message said something about Zuri's birthday?
Yeah. It's her birthday and I want to send some money to her investment accounts. Listen, she's been playing it quite safe recently and I want her to invest in alternative asset classes. Crypto, maybe. So discuss with her, come up with something that makes sense and let me know. I just want her to diversify her portfolio, okay?
Done and done. I'll set up a meeting with her next week to discuss some options. I think she should start by downloading the Luno app. User-friendly and fairly straightforward to understand.
Okay, that makes sense. I'll talk to her about it. She can get her feet wet by learning about crypto on the app as well. You get the funds by close of business today.
Speak soon.
Hey, man.
Hey,
How far?
I'm good. Guy, you're raising the bar. Now you're buying crypto for babes?
I want a rich wife. Assets over liability.
That's nice. Just don't let Banker hear about it before she gets any ideas.
Speaking of banker, how's the wife?
Hey? Brace yourselves for this one, friends. Shola is on the phone buying Zuri a gift for her birthday. He's depositing money in her investment account. He tells the investment manager person that Zuri's been playing it too safe and he wants her to flex a little, try something like crypto. It's bad enough that the show is promoting a crypto app given that 80% of the people who've invested in crypto report losing money. 80%. That's not something you should be marketing to young people or people who cannot afford to lose money. Anyway, that's not what knocked the breath out of me. In Luo we say imakodoga, which is you have covered my mouth, held my mouth, as in I have no words, I am speechless. This is what did that to me. Badebo is seated waiting for Shola to finish his call. After he hangs up, Badebo says, "Guy, you're raising the bar. Now you're buying crypto for babes." Shola replies, "I want a rich wife. Assets over liabilities." Yo, Jesus. Okay. Hey. Shola tells his friend, whose wife is definitely a liability, financially and otherwise, that he wants a rich wife, assets over liabilities. How are these people friends? No, really. How are they friends? Badebo is going through some rough financial times, and you're going to sit across from him and father call his wife a liability? Okay. Anyway, that's not of consequence. What matters here is the idea that a rich wife is an asset. Class, let's do this one together. If a wife can be an asset or a liability, and a rich wife is an asset, what is the opposite of a rich wife? A not rich one. What does that make a not rich one? A liability. Okay, if you're watching this show and you're married, I'd like to give you some time to consider whether by the metrics of the show, you are a liability or an asset. My favorite girl Ladun is missing this season, and so is Bode. R.I.P. Karibi Fubara. Still, I want to bring her back. Do you think Bode would consider Ladun an asset or a liability? She doesn't have a job, earns no money of her own, and actually specializes in spending his money. Do you think he considers her an asset or a liability? I think Bode would flat out knock out anybody who dared to suggest that Laden was a liability. This is the problem with capitalism. Even relationships are spoken of in the language of the market. So now your wife, your partner, can be an asset or a liability. Even worse, in the context of this show, a rich wife is an asset, which means a poor one is a liability. This is steeped in misogyny and classism. It is astonishing. The lack of situational awareness is dumbfounding. How, in a country with majority poor women, poor wives, do you suggest that a poor wife is a liability? That a wife who doesn't contribute financially is a liability? Where do you get the guts to do that? Already, men think of women as people who just eat their money. In this country, Kenya, women have been killed for allegedly eating men's money. I will never stop talking about Ivy, a university student who was hacked to death by a classmate who sent her money that she sent back. After her gruesome murder, people warned women against eating men's money. Already men think women are gold diggers who just eat their money. These ideas are not benign. They are dangerous. They lead to the abuse and murder of women. Now, here we have a character praising a rich woman as not being a liability. Those two are different sides of the same misogyny coin. A valuable woman is one who has her own money, not a liability who just spends his money, which is generally what women do, eat men's money. This is also being said to Badebo, whose wife literally just eats his money. That's dangerous. These are dangerous ideas to advance. This rich, valuable woman, it goes without saying, made this money herself. They're not talking about a rich woman like Ladon, my fave, who is rich because of her husband. They're talking about Zuri, who is rich because she works hard and earns big money. That means she works outside the home. So here we have the usual patriarchal theme of devaluing women's labor. Women are only valuable if they are rich, if the market values their labor. The things that married women do for their husbands that cannot be quantified in market terms are of no consequence. Those things don't make her an asset. All the emotional labor and domestic labor women do that allows men's lives to flow smoothly so that they can do other things, that labor does not matter. Researchers continue to insist that men benefit more from marriage, and in fact, marriage may not be beneficial to women, yet we continue to pretend that that's not the case. Married men are happier, healthier, and wealthier than single men. They live longer and less likely to engage in reckless behavior, and get this, have stronger bones and improved cancer outcomes. Where are married women on this happiness and well-being index? Divorced men are at a higher risk of suicide than divorced women. And get this, married women's rate of suicide is as high as that of divorced men. That's how married women are doing, happiness-wise. On the health outcome scale, married men leave their sick wives all the time. It's almost a guaranteed outcome for women with serious or chronic illnesses. How about when it comes to labor? All types of mothers, married, cohabiting, single, divorced, spend about the same amount of time on childcare, between 115 to 120 hours per week, with married women coming in at, you guessed it, the upper limit of 120 hours per week. Let's talk about housework. Per week, divorced mothers spend about 201 hours on housework, married women 209 hours, and cohabiting mothers for the win at 243 hours. I guess cohabiting mothers are still trying to prove something so that they can get the ring. Show the man that they are not a nag by not requiring him to contribute to housework. If these women spend a comparative amount of time on childcare, why do you think heterosexual partnered women have more housework? If you guessed men, go to the head of the class. Men create more work, plus they don't do the work they would ordinarily do as an adult person. So the woman takes that up. It becomes her burden so that he can be happier with more time to just chill and enjoy life. Fun fact, when women live with a woman, she ends up doing less housework. So it's not that there's another adult in the house. It's that in the case of a heterosexual male partner, you have a useless partner in the home. Let's talk about leisure time. Working husbands spend 2 more hours on leisure than their employed wives do. For couples with young children, employed husbands spend about 24.6 hours on leisure, while their employed wives spend 20.1 hours, a difference of 4.5 hours every week. How bad is it for single mothers who don't have support? Not bad at all, actually. Single mothers not only do less housework than married women, they also have more leisure time and sleep longer. Literally, not having a man in the house decreases the amount of work you have to do, increases the free time you have, all while you spend a comparative amount of time caring for your children. Men are so busy talking about wanting a woman who is an asset when they are the liability. The value women bring to men's lives is so immense, it literally increases their life expectancy and overall health. And a nigga wants to suggest that a woman's worth as a wife is in any way linked to whether she has her own money? What bullshit. What a staggering amount of nonsense. Assets and liabilities talk is for ranking inanimate things, not people, not nature, or life. I'd dump your loser ass so motherfucking fast if I ever heard you called me an asset. So fast, your empty stupid head would spin.
Okay, see, now you're just showing off.
I'm the gentleman over there, sir.
No, put this on my bill, and I want to see Simon quickly.
Don't worry, it's fine, it's fine about it.
Fine. Good.
Babe.
Fine. I'll be back.
How is Olumide even here?
It beats me.
Zuri and Tsola. Zuri and Tsola are so fucking good this season. They're fucking hot. She's always hot. The performance, wow. I fucking loved it. All their scenes were great. Anyway, he throws her a surprise birthday that starts out great. Plus, she's so hot, caliente in that dress. Damn. Anyway, good things don't last. Turns out, Zuri's loser ex, Olumide, is also at the restaurant. He orders expensive champagne or something and sends it to their table. When they find out the drinks are from him, Tsola immediately transforms into jealous Mills and Boone boyfriend. He tells the waiter to put it on his tab, then asks to speak to the manager or owner by name. Zuri tries to get him to ignore it, to let it go, but no, he must caveman and show Olumide that his dick is bigger. He goes as far as paying Olumide's expensive tab, which apparently makes him look bad in front of the 2 girls he's trying to impress. What exactly is it with men? If I was a guy and some other guy paid my bill while I was trying to impress 2 babes, I just tell them people are always falling all over themselves trying to impress me, like even other men out here trying to impress me. That's how I roll. Like, why would it piss you off? In an attempt to show his dick is bigger in round 2 of their fight, Olumide invites them to his table at this exclusive club. One of Zuri's favorite rappers is performing. Zuri tries to get Tsola to stand down and not take the bait. Tsola says they're definitely going, says they have a table, then immediately gets on the phone and offers to make it worth their while if they get him a premium table. They get to the club, the owner or whoever takes Olumide's premium table and gives it to Tsola and the girls. They give him a victorious yet pathetic look as they walk to what was rightfully his table. The verdict is in. Tsola has won all the rounds. His dick is bigger. Yay, I guess. I can't summon the enthusiasm required to celebrate this momentous win for him. All I know for sure is I'd dump your ass so fast, so fucking fast. An insecure motherfucker is a dangerous one. You're out here trying to prove something to a whole rando. Dude, no. I don't know what we're supposed to be getting from these scenes, but all I'm getting is Tsola is far too insecure to be safe. Jealousy and this type of insecurity are in my book risk factors for abusive behavior, and I don't play when it comes to potential for abuse. I'll leave you. I don't need evidence or nothing like that. I'll leave you. Once I see the risk factors, I'm stepping. I'm not the only one who thinks jealousy can be a red flag. This kind of jealousy and insecurity where someone acts out in controlling ways is not something to ignore. Tsola so far has tried to stop her from working with her ex. He's gone out of his way, spending excess amounts of money to prove something to her ex who he's jealous of and insecure about. It's not just something he's feeling or struggling with, which would be normal. His problem is he's acting things out. He already said that crazy phrase, I trust you, I just don't trust him. No, his jealousy is dangerous because it takes the form of Zuri belongs to him, almost like an object belongs to you. He could have just chosen to be a little cranky and tell her he feels some kind of way about her ex, but not to worry, he's dealing with it. He could have done that. Instead, he's out here doing everything short of getting into a fist fight or whipping his dick out. Male insecurity and the fragility of their egos is a danger to women. I'd dump your ass so motherfucking fast. So fast, even I would be a little surprised at my stellar response time. That's it for today. Thanks for stopping by. Until next time, remember who you are. Love life, love people, and stay living.